Hello everybody and welcome to episode 68 on the ManniCraft server with Black Dog Z. Alright, so as we can see, we've been working downstairs. I got the lava system back up and running. And the reason for that is, as you can see, our lava has gotten pretty low. We were down to 600, now we're back up to 8. And we'll have to come back and check on that in a little while because we're getting lava from the overworld instead of where we normally do. So we just got to make sure that we continuously get lava. For now, it seems to be working. It's a fairly big lava pool in the overworld, and we needed to drain it, so I figured, why not? So, now that we've taken care of that, and we're getting some lava, we'll probably get a couple hundred out of that. We've already gotten 200, which is great. We have to decide what we're going to do today. I was thinking that we might want to set up something different, but I don't know what. Let's take a look here and see what various things that we can build. So, you know, some things that we haven't messed with yet are, where are they? No, they're here somewhere. So many blocks, I tell you, so many blocks. So what do we got here? Sortrons. We messed with most of that. You know, this is something we haven't messed with, which is the cart assembler and the cargo manager. Why don't we go ahead and build a cart assembler? Because we're going to need that in order to do what we want to do for that sort of thing. So we'll just type in cart here.
Buddy joined your channel.
And if you take a look, we have the cart assembler. So it's fairly easy to make. The hardest part is the simple PCBs, but they're not even all that hard. So let's go ahead and get started on those. And I see that Arclight has joined us. How's it going, Arclight?
Not too bad. Just wanted to see what you're talking about. Maybe put in my, maybe give them a dose of my scathing sense of humor.
Well, we're looking at wanting to start on StevesCarts. So our plan is to build a cart assembler.
I haven't used StevesCarts yet.
Yeah, it's something that I haven't used all that often myself, and I'm hoping that it'll be lots of fun. I know they have mining systems and all sorts of things in StevesCarts, so we want to check it out.
User joined your channel.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great.
Alright, and as you can see, that is Dawn. Of course, he was the one that won the free slot on the server, and it's good to see him hanging around the server and having fun. You've been keeping up doing lots of things?
Oh yeah, I've been staying busy.
Alright, well that's what we want to hear. And so, I want to just quickly give an update while I have everyone here. And that's just to let you know that we do have the new server and we are starting to work with it. Testing will be starting soon, and then we're going to be sending out a message letting everyone know that, of course, they can join. Again, whitelist only. We might do a server load test. The final count on the number of people that will be allowed in the server is 48. That's correct, 48 people. Now, we currently only have 4, 5 if the other person responds for the invite, or else the next episode we're going to have to do another invite, since we haven't heard from them. So once we do that, we still have room for lots of people. So if you want to come join us on the new server that'll be using an all-new set of packs, it'll be similar but not exactly the same as this one, as I want to add some new stuff. You're welcome to, and of course you'll have to apply on the FTB website once we get that set up. Alright, so just to let you know here, Don, we are building a cart assembler. So that is the plan for today.
That sounds like fun.
It's going to be, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is I want to set up some rails to go to everyone's house. Because I'm sick and tired of having to walk. Okay, so we need...
There's always Traincraft. You want to travel in first class.
Yeah, and once we do the update, Traincraft should be pretty much glitch-free last I checked. So you should find that if you wanted to continue playing with Traincraft and things like that, You'd definitely be able to. Alright, so we need a spot for our StevesCart builder. Now I'm thinking we'll put it right here. Alright, now I don't appear to have any wiring. Let's go get some. Alright. So now the thing that everyone needs to know about StevesCarts is the fact that it takes a long time in order to build anything for StevesCarts. So when you go to build a cart, it's actually going to give you an amount of time. And once I get that set up, you'll be able to see that here. Alright. So there is the StevesCarts factory. Now, as you can see, it gets cut off in the system. So whenever you want to work with it, you actually got to change your GUI scale. So, and I do believe that the large scale will work. So let's take a look. There we go. As you can see, it now fits. And you can see that we have the cart assembler. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a StevesCart. The cart itself needs to be made. So let's go take a look here. We need to build a StevesCart version. So in order to do that, we need to build this, which is a minecart. Now, unfortunately, it does not give us the requirements to build a minecart. That's always fun when that happens. But if we take a look, give me 1 second. I do believe it's called the wheel. Yes. So the first thing we need to do is we need to build a set of wheels. You can see that's a piece of iron surrounded by sticks. That's for the iron wheels. Of course, there are reinforced wheels, which is reinforced metal around iron. But unfortunately, we currently don't have any reinforced metal. So let's go ahead and build these. Alright, so what we need is a couple pieces of wood to make sticks. There we go. And then we need 2 pieces of iron. Now that gives us 2 sets of wheels. And then I do believe we can just use one of these. And put our wheels on. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, looks like I'm wrong. Alright. Maybe we have to do it this way. Let's give this a try. There we go. Standard hull. Modular capacity of 200. Modular complexity cap is 50. Max engine count is 3. Max add-on count is 6. This is a standard hull, and this is something that you would use to build to start your StevesCart. So now, if you go over to the StevesCart system, and you go ahead and you hook up and put in your standard hull, you'll see here that you have the available options here. And you have 3 engine slots, a tool slot, 6 attachment slots, 4 storage slots, 6 add-on slots, and then an assemble button. And it's going to take an amount of time and fuel to build. Now, I actually don't think that this needed the type of power that we used. So we might have to use coal in order to set everything up, but that's okay. The first thing we want to do is we want to make a chest add-on. So if we just actually type in the word add, you'll get most of the add-ons that you can build. So, let's take a look at what we got. We've got a height controller, which modular cost is 20. Now remember, we have a 50 max cap and a 200 total cap. So we've got to be careful exactly how much we're doing. We have liquid centers, entity detectors, brake handle, divine shield, a melter, an extreme melter, an invisibility core, a wooden hull, standard hull, reinforced hull, colorizer, chunk loader. Now, chunk loader, of course, won't go on our particular type of cart, but that's okay because we are already loaded. So, projectile egg and nether wart. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff here. If I actually type in the word chest, we'll see that there's some basic chest pieces, chest panes and large chest panes and things like that. And then we have a front chest, a top chest, and side chests. So now, I'm thinking, for our particular type, we're going to want to use, I think we'll go with a top chest. Now to build that, we need to build 6 huge chest panes, 2 small chests, like regular chest panes, and 1 chest lock. So to build a huge chest pane, it's built out of small ones. Small ones are built out of a bunch of wood. So it's actually really simple, and of course we have a ton of wood, so let's just go grab some. We'll actually grab 2 stacks. Oh, yeah, can't use that one. I always forget. So if we just grab 2 stacks of wood, oh yes, and we just sit there and make a bunch of that. There we go. And then we can go like this. And why didn't that work? So make a chest pane. Oh, does it need logs there? Oh, I see. Okay, so it needs actually logs here and here. So there we go. So we can build some chest panes, and we'll build 2 stacks for now, and we'll just leave that in there. And then I think it was 4. Yeah. So 4 makes a large chest pane, so we can grab 6 of those. And then take that out. And then we also needed a lock. So if we take a look, to build a lock, it's actually just a piece of stone and an iron ingot. Get you a bunch of locks. So we probably didn't need to convert as much wood as we did, but that's alright. And actually I can do this right here. There we go. We got 8 chest locks. And then in here, we just go here and here. And then large chest panes along the top and along the bottom. And then we take our chest lock and put it on there. Well, those are huge chest panes. I see. So we're going to need a few more than I thought I would. So if we just take our lock out here, we do this. Okay, well, let's go ahead and build. Is that a, yeah, that's a huge. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There we go. We got huge chest panes now. Put the smaller ones on the side and a lock in the middle. And that gives us our top chest. So now if we actually just go over here to the cart and we add our chest to the attachments. Sorry, that'll go in the storage. You'll see here now that there's a chest. And at this point, it's going to take 17 seconds. And all that did was add a chest to the cart. So we still need a few other things. We're going to need an engine. So let's take a look at those engines. Now the particular type of chest engine, let's take a look. We have a coal engine, which is okay. A solar engine. A tiny coal engine. A basic solar engine. A compact solar engine. So those are some of the engines that you can of course use for StevesCarts. Now I'm thinking that we're probably just going to build a coal engine, which has a modular cost of 15 and just requires a furnace, 2 pistons, and 5 iron. So we can put our iron up here right away. We can also put our pistons up right away. And then the only thing we need is a furnace. Now we happen to have some furnaces stored right over here. At least last I checked we did. So there's our furnace. Oop, the wrong one. Alright, so now we have our coal engine. So we take our coal engine and we put it there, and that gives us a coal burning engine in case we need it. And then on top of that, I also want to build a basic solar engine. Now this requires a solar panel, which is redstone, glowstone, and iron. So we're going to need some glowstone on that one. So, I do believe it was like that, without looking it up. Oh yeah, we need 2 of them. Alright. And then we also needed another simple PCB, which is very simple to make. Gold, redstone. That's a portable hole. That's not going to help us. Iron. And we have a simple PCB. And then we need iron and a piston. So we put our simple PCB in, put our solar panels in, we add our iron, and then we add our piston. Why does that not seem right? Because I got those 2 mixed up. There we go, and we get a basic solar engine. So now, this will run on coal or solar power. The top chest will clash at the following side. Okay, so apparently if you have a solar engine, you can't use a top chest, so we're going to have to build a new chest. As you can see, I haven't used this all too often, so this is a first time for me. So let's take a look at a different chest. So if we can't use a front chest, we could probably use side chests. So we just need 2 huge, 2 large, 2 regular, and another lock. So let's go ahead and build that. 2 huge, 2 large, 2 regular. Why does that not quite seem right? Because we needed 4 huge, not 2. Alright. So we'll go ahead and go like this and build 2 more of these. There we go. And we do this, and then we do this. And then we do this, and then we do that. And that gives us side chests. So our side chests are a little bit different. They have a slightly lower module cost, which is actually kind of nice. And you get side chests. Now, there is one final thing that we're going to need, and that is, I believe, called, let's take a look, wheat? No. Huh, never seen that before. Let's try that. No, that's the wrong type of modules. I just type in cart. We don't get cart accessories. Alright. Well, let's see if we can actually just filter out StevesCarts. It's not a block. It's not Buildcraft. It's not IC2. It's not RedPower, and it's not vanilla. So now that we've narrowed it down, I think we can actually probably just find all the modules here. If we take a look. And that'll make it a little bit easier. So we got our casts. It'll just take us a moment to find here. Alright. Here they are, I think. Yep. So here we go. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for something to work with wheat, I think. So I think that would be the farmer. Now the farmer here, as you can see, needs diamonds. It needs iron, gold, and more simple PCBs. And I think that'll be it. I think we might also want a fertilizer. Yeah, I think that seems good. We'll use the farmer and the fertilizer. Okay, so we'll start with the farmer, and then we'll also add a fertilizer to it, and we'll see if we can get that all set up here. Alright, so the first thing we need is 3 more diamonds. As you can see, for our little amount, we actually have quite a few diamonds. Not nearly as many as Arclight has, but still, it's a good amount. So we go diamonds, iron, and we need some simple PCBs. Now that's just redstone here, iron here.
I don't have that many diamonds. I only have 11 stacks.
That is a fair amount of diamonds, my friend. A fair amount of diamonds.
If I was to convert all my coal into diamonds, I'd have another 10 stacks.
Okay, I'm fairly sure that that's right. Iron, redstone. Oh, that's brass. That's why. Okay. Gotta be more careful than that. Gold is not the same as brass. Alright, so we've got a farmer. As you can see, it's got a modular cost of 36. So our modular cost is starting to get a little bit higher. So there we go. We got our tool, which is the farmer. And as you can see, it's looking pretty cool. As you can see, it's already up to 13 minutes to assemble. Our total cost is 66. So we still have a lot of add-ons that we could add on to this thing. But the last thing that we're going to build is called... does anybody remember what I just said I was building? That's right, it's called the fertilizer. So if we take a look, we need a couple of bone meal, some leather, and 2 glass bottles. Alright. Is there any glass in these? No. There's no leather either. And we're going to need another simple PCB. Alright, so let's grab some leather. 3 leather. We'll grab a stack of glass. Because you never know when you're going to need glass. And then we need to build another PCB. And of course that means we need more gold. We just need 1 piece. We have our simple PCB. So now, oh, I almost forgot we also need bone meal. But let's go ahead and make our bottles. No? There we go. Okay, and I just need a piece of bone meal or 2. As you can see, we do have a fair amount of bones, so we'll be able to give it lots of bones. Okay, so we just take a single bone, we put it in there, get some bone meal, and our bone meal goes there. bottles go there. Leather, 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 and the simple PCB. And there we go, the fertilizer, which is an attachment. So we can put this in the attachment section, and we got a fertilizer. Now, as you can see, this is going to take over 14 minutes to build, and we're going to need some coal. So let's go ahead and grab some coal. Unfortunately, StevesCarts at this time apparently is still not accepting Buildcraft power. I know they have plans to implement it, but it doesn't appear they've done so yet. So as you can see, it's gone ahead and filled the fuel leveler, and if we go ahead and hit assemble, it's going to go ahead and assemble this for us. Now the reason that we put both the coal engine and the solar engine was because we wanted the ability to run on solar. But if for some reason it runs out of power because it rains a long time or something like that, we want the ability for it to keep going. So now, while that's building, we're going to need some rails. Now, I can't remember if all my rails were stolen. No, I got left 28 rails. Alright, that should be plenty of rails to get us started. Now we're actually going to go ahead and build this thing right here. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need to do is right here. We're going to need to dig down. Now, if I go water, not water, not water, 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 water. Alright, so now I could have built a system to actually water it, but I've decided that I'm just going to put water down, and I figure that's probably the easiest way to do it. Not water, not water. And then alright, so that's where our water is going to be. So then, right inside of there, we're going to run over a track. So now, if I just take my track, and I don't know if we have enough tracks for this. Arclight, do you have any spare track?
I'll take a look. There might be a stack or two.
I am short 6 pieces.
I have 57.
Nice. Well, I was going to go down to my secret track area to get track, but since he's got 57 pieces over there, we'll just quickly run over to his house.
Do you need any power track, detector track, coding track, or control track? I have a decent amount of those too.
Nope. That's the nice part about StevesCarts is it doesn't need that. Alright, there we go. Wow, what's this huge building? This is new.
Yeah, go take a look at it.
Okay, there's a button on the other side of the door so I can go in. Ah. Wow, this is huge. Whoa, what's... Oops. A fusion reactor. Nice. So you're working on building a fusion reactor here, eh?
If you take a look, I'm only missing 4 coils right now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then for the first thing, I'm going to actually just feed it energy because I can get. I have enough wolfram and lithium that I can make a stack of 64 of iridium, and then I'll work on the actual energy portion.
Nice. You gonna look at upgrading that suit once you get more iridium? Jeez.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. We're all gonna be flying around with GraviSuits once I have it fully operational.
Yeah, that's one thing I need to do is upgrade this to a GraviSuite. I think I have just barely enough iridium to do it, but...
Well, when I get this done, I hope to probably have about 4 or 5 stacks of iridium that we can play with.
Nice. Alright, time to leave. So is this blast proof?
Yeah, the blasting isn't really for the fusion reactor. They don't explode, but if you hook up the super condensators that are taking your 100 EU packets, 100,000 EU packets, and you don't put something down, the MSFUs and AESUs have a pretty decent explosion. But this room's only 2 thick, the other room's 3 thick, and 3 thick is enough to stop the nuclear reactors from blowing off.
Nice. This is a pretty nice build. I do like it. Must have taken you a lot to build all this hardened stone.
No. Go take a look in my middle ore room, and you tell me if I have any issues with the amount of ores to make reinforced stone.
So let's take a look at reinforced stone. So we know what regular stone is, of course. And then, of course, there's reinforced stone. Now, I have to turn on all my blocks again, so give me 1 second. So if we just type in stone, we get a lot of different stone. But if we type in reinforced, we'll see here that we have reinforced stone. Reinforced stone requires 8 regular stone and an advanced alloy. When advanced alloy, of course, is 3 refined iron, 3 bronze, 3 tin. There's many different recipes, of course. That's just the basic recipe. And as we can see, Jesus, that's not enough copper, though.
Well, there's not very much in the mining world, from what I've seen.
Really? You have all this and you've only got 7 stacks of ferrous ore? Like, come on.
I've been using it all.
I guess when you're building that sort of thing, that's mostly what you're looking for, eh?
Now, the recipe I used for the mixed metal ingots was actually on page 14 of 22, because I have more than enough aluminum to do that.
What is galena ore? I have never seen it.
It just doesn't do much. You put it into your industrial grinder and it just gives you silver and iron, and but there's not really much to use it for directly.
Huh. I wonder what mod it's from, because I've never seen it before. It must be new. I'm assuming you only started getting that, like, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, when I started doing some of my super strip mine projects in the mining world.
So that means you were loading new chunks. Yeah, I wonder what mod that's from. I'll have to look it up. You know, our luck, it'll probably be something like Xycraft, which won't actually have anything major going for it until next week. And I can't wait to get next week's update for Xycraft, that is for sure, because there's some beautiful stuff coming out, guys. If you haven't already seen it, you should check out the Xycraft preview. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do one up myself, or else I'd show all you what Xycraft was all about. There we go. Alright, so we got the basics down here. Now, all we need is... I wonder if our cart's ready. Probably not. It is 15 minutes to make, so we might have to come back next episode. Let's see. Oh, we got about 5 minutes left. But yeah, we have reached the end of our episode here, so we're going to have to finish this up next episode here, guys. So I'm going to show you how well this cart system works for getting your wheat instead of using power from Factorization or Buildcraft or anything like that. This system here is going to get us a ton of wheat, and I don't think we'll have to work very hard to get it, so it'll be nice. All right.